Greetings, Troy community. I just wanted to give everyone an update on where the pandemic operational procedures for the districts are, especially with the change that the governor just made. And so just a brief overview and an invite I want to do during this short presentation. There hasn't been very many changes in our operational outline that we have other than now masks are required. And I'll talk about that in just a second. So just an overview again, phase 0 is when school is closed and we'll be providing a distance-based learning program. Phase 1 is when students are in cohorts and they'll stay in those cohorts and teachers will rotate for grades 5 through 12. Students will be socially distanced. If you go into classrooms right now, they look quite a bit different than they normally do. There's a section up at the front of the room that teachers have to stay in for grades 5 through 12. And everything at the back of the room is a lot of it's taken out and desks are spread out so we can have some social distancing. In phase 2, it's a little bit different in that students are now able to rotate from classroom to classroom. It's not the teachers that are rotating at that point. It's the students for grades 7 through 12. In grades 5 and 6, the teachers will still rotate, mainly just for how it's going to work best for those groups, the physical facilities in that regard. I'd like to talk a little bit about masks. I know it's a requirement. I know it's difficult for many people to be able to do that. They're not so comfortable. We're trying to do the best that we can with what we're given and with the requirements that we have. So we have plenty of masks that have been donated to us. We thank a lot of people for those donations. We have some from the county. We're getting even more from the state. We also have purchased some gaiters that people can wear, students can wear. Some people like them a little bit more. One thing that we're also going to do is get some face shields. So these are shields that get put on the end of your hat. So at elementary school, we haven't allowed hats in the past. We're going to allow them now. They might be a little bit more comfortable because you can breathe a little bit better, perhaps with them on. But if you have that on, you do not need to wear a mask. So we're going to be getting a lot of those in place, and we'll be purchasing hats too, some Trojan hats to make them a little bit more, maybe a little bit easier to wear for students. In phase 3, we'll be returning to relatively normal operations. We'll see how that goes. So the mask directive is for anytime there are 4 or more cases in a specific county. And so hopefully we can get below that 4 number and then be able to not wear those masks and have some kind of normalcy returned to our lives. We are excited to have students back on the 26th. Our calendar is the same. Our bell schedules at the start of the day and the end of the day are exactly the same they have been. Everything in the middle of the day is basically the same for the elementary school. For the high school, the board has approved to go to a 2.5 period trimester program. And I think the high school administration, Mrs. Schertle, has done a great job in communicating with families, meeting with students and talking to them about their schedule. Again, we're trying to minimize that interaction. At the elementary school, especially from transitional kindergarten up to grade 5, their schedule is the same. There's going to be a lot more social interaction because they're little kids. They don't understand that social distancing, which I totally understand. And if something does happen where there's a positive case or there has to be some contact tracing, the county will be dealing with that, and they might have to quarantine larger groups or the whole class in those younger grades. Again, in the high school setting for grades 5 through 12, hopefully those students will socially distance a little bit better. So if we do have to do some contact tracing, the county does some contact tracing, they will be able to just isolate it to a few different individuals that may have to be quarantined. So I encourage you to read through this, not just the different phases, that's just an outline, but also a lot of our operational guidelines that we have for physical distancing, for cleaning and maintenance. You can see how we're going to be cleaning the classrooms after every use. how technology should be cleaned, what our schedule is. We want students dropped off no earlier than 7:45. What a cohort is and how that's going to operate, how instruction is going to operate. All the teachers are going to be required to have a Google Classroom set up, and they're going to be the same way that they're going to be set up in case school is closed. We can immediately go to that very quickly. You can read about our facilities and how they're going to be only accessible during a certain time, so we can make sure that we're keeping things disinfected as much as we can. You can read about our food service, our technology, and then you can also read about how we would operate if and when we have to go to a distance-based program like we were in March and April. So again, I would encourage you to read through this. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can contact me directly through my email, jfrankum@troyk12.org, or you can call me at my office number at 295-4321, or you can text me too. My cell phone number is 293-1080. I can help out in any way. We are also going to be holding a community forum on Monday. What day is Monday? Monday the 17th at 6 o'clock on Zoom, and I'll be sending that out when I send this video out. So I just appreciate all the support and help that we've had in getting this put together. We're looking forward to a great school year with the challenges that we are facing, but we will meet those challenges and we will persevere and we'll be stronger because of it. And so again, if you do have any questions or if we can support in any way, please let us know. Thank you.